Third set.
So now it's Chela's job, of course, to do what Henman has done twice in this tournament. And Henman has lost from 2 sets to love. I remember against Alberto Berasategui here at the French.
Oh, well played. Super game from Chela. He's never at any stage hung his head, has he? And he showed there that Henman, prodigious though his achievement has been so far, needs to stay at that level. Otherwise, this could turn around very fast.
Yes. You talk of Chela having won 13 points on serve, and you think, oh, well, this chap's just serving fantastically well. And it's obviously out-serving and out-hitting Henman. It doesn't tell the story, though. He's just not winning the right points. But still, it will definitely give him some encouragement. 3 love service games on the trot.
Now, Henman's broken Chela in the opening game of each of the last 2 sets, but not there. Now it's Henman's serve, love 1. Another crisp volley.
Yes, the serve's got power, it's got placement. He's mixing them up. Been serving a lot out wide in the forehand, for those who haven't seen the earlier part of the match on that right court.
Chela rather lumbering across to that. I thought the court would play a bit slower. Doesn't seem to have, or maybe it's Henman is making us feel that.
I think so, yes. I had that feeling of, in the word from the word go at this tournament, that the balls are actually quite quick.
Yes. Well left.
Yes, well ducked. This was Chela trying to win it with 1 shot here.
Saw it well, didn't need the helmet.
Had it touched any part of Henman, even though it flew out, Chela would have won the point.
So Henman quickly back onto the task and holds to love. 1 each.
Yes, ironically, his first love service game of the match, but it really doesn't tell the story, does it? He had 6 love service games against Lodra.
Too good. Again, changes the angle without any problem at all.
0-15.
One looped cross court and then one hit very much flatter.
Shows that Henman's greedy for points, even with that scoreline.
Well, he does use that shot well, the short backhand, mid-court to the 2-hand. I remember when he beat Agassi and Ball that year, one of the very best matches he's ever played, how effective it was. And there's not really a lot of power that Chela can get into his shot from mid-court.
outstanding rally. Not just the finish, but how he stayed in the rally. But look at this. There's one for the morning papers. And what papers there'll be if this continues. This is an amazing story developing this evening. Oh, lucky boy. Pay for the whole racket, so he might as well use it. Actually, he didn't even pay for it, but certainly used it.
His supporters are leaning right over, really, trying to use some telepathy, possibly even more.
D'entente.
He thought that didn't get up.
Setting himself a very high standard. There are chela supporters behind him, leaning over the first row of the seats.
It was just a fabulous lob. He's showing the whole array of his skills. Pity there are not more here to
41.
enthuse about this, because this is a spectacular display from him.
Avantage, chela.
Trying to play another one of those short ones to the chela backhand.
Chela.
For the first time, he looked a little nonplussed there,
Chela même pas.
Henman.
2-1.
Chela holds and nods his head in front again. But it must be exhausting playing against Henman mentally, because he's seemingly got the answer for everything.
Very, very difficult for chela, because he is a little slower about the court. I mean, there are some people who are 6'3" who move well, but he's not one of those. And of course, with Henman hitting the ball as well as he really is making him look slow at times. And the way Henman missed that last shot there, I mean, the crowd actually gasped, because he just hasn't been missing those.
No.
It's been nigh perfect, his display.
Just got the order of play for tomorrow, the other two quarter-finals. At the top of the draw, Gaston Gaudio starts off at 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock British Eurosport. Gaston Gaudio against Leighton Hewitt. That should be good. And then the one that's all South American, but lovely contrasting styles. Gustavo Kuerten against David Nalbandian. 11 o'clock start. Be there.
Nalbandian Kuerten should be particularly attractive.
One of the rare volleys he's missed, even though it was a difficult one. Good shot, wasn't it, from Chela to keep it low?
Yes, it's really just about one of the few blemishes. It's the first time he's lost the first point on his serve since he was broken in the first game of the second set. Really reaching up well for the serve, getting good snap, serving a lot harder in this match than he did against Lodra.
Yep, a polite yep
15-30.
from Henman, appreciating Chela's success there.
Look at that Western grip. Almost all the way around. Yet somehow gets that sort of power. Well, he's now where earlier Chela was trying to keep those balls down low to force Henman into either an error or to half volley up. He's now looking to use more power, and he's just, as a result of forcing perhaps a little too much, not controlling it quite well enough.
Such a good volley again. And that little extra snap that made the difference.
Henman.
Judgment of the geography of the court seems nigh on perfect as well.
Mike Sangster, who got to the semi-final here, the late former British #1, died all too young, beat Ken Fletcher in the quarterfinals, and Sangster had a big serve, bigger than Henman's, but also played a lot at the net. Must have played a fairly similar sort of game, because Ken Fletcher was a very good clay court player, the Australian, and beat him in 4 sets.
Oh, he's missed that, and shouldn't have. It's just a check on it, but I think it was wide. Graph coming down, but I think he's going to see a mark, a soft one, but wide it was.
Kenza.
First double fault of the match from Chela.
Mike Sangster, incidentally, lost in the semis to Roy Emerson, who himself a very aggressive player. Michael Stich, who was a finalist here too one year, a Henman type of player. So it can be done. My goodness, this is catastrophic.
Shows how alarmed he is at Henman's returning. But an overreaction. Henman in front again on the Argentine serve.
This is reminiscent of Henman's 3-in-1 game that gave Loder the match point.
Yeah, no snap at all, was there from Chela? A lot of effort, no result. Henman was in control. And here has got 2 break points. And this would be major if you get one of these 2 points. You can see Gabriel Marcos clapping his hands, recognizing the danger lurking here.